Jets. Suck, suck, suck. Jets. Suck, suck, suck. Yeah. What now, Jets fans? Mark Sanchez, most overrated player in every sport in the world. Lick it. For this video, I'm just gonna do predictions because I'm cool like that. Before the season starts, the day before the season starts, Wednesday, September 7th, 2011. So we're gonna go alphabetical in the divisions. AFC East, Dolphins added Reggie Bush, Kevin Burnett, middle linebacker. Drafted Mike Pouncey. Really, that's basically the main acquisitions they made. Patriots, they added Ocho Cinco, Albert Haynesworth. They got rid of their bust draft picks. Really didn't do much. They drafted 2 running backs. One of them looked good. The other one almost got released, even though he was a second-round draft pick. Then we got the Jets, who suck. I'm not going to even talk about them because they're overrated. So they added Plex Gaveras, who's overrated. Then you got the Bills, who added Darius, and then the best team in the world. So I'm going to say the Bills are going to win the division. All right. AFC North, you have the Ravens, who added Lee Evans. They added Ricky Williams. They didn't really do anything in defense. Their offense became way better. They drafted Torrey Smith, who has potential to be a deep threat impact. And so that's pretty much all they did. Steelers, they didn't do much. I think they only added like 7 new players. They were mostly undrafted free agents and stuff. They didn't make much improvements. Browns probably made the most improvement in that division. They added, they got a new offense, West Coast offense, which Colt McCoy's looked fantastic in. They added Greg Little, receiver. They added odds and end players. They didn't really go with big free agents. They added players that could fit, and they will be a over 500 team this year. Bengals added Andy Dalton. They're rebuilding mode. They're not going to win a division. Who's going to come out of that division? I say the Ravens. Their offense definitely improved and everything. So now we have AFC South, Texans. They added, they new defensive coordinator, White Phillips, running 3-4. They drafted Brooks Reed. They added Jonathan Joseph. Their secondary is still troublesome. They really need to improve that, and that's pretty much what they added. Titans drafted Jake Locker. They're rebuilding mode. Chris Johnson will still get a lot of yards, but I don't think they have a chance at the playoffs. Jacksonville made me redo this video because right when I got finished with the other one, they released David Garrard. They're going to be last in the division. Don't know why they did it. Jack Del Rio is going to get fired mid-season. Colts, Peyton Manning's going to be out. I don't know. We don't know yet. He probably missed a game, it looks like. They added a lot of former number one draft picks who were pretty much considered busts, so they just added them. So who wins that division? It's Texans here. The Colts missing 1 game. Well, Peyton Manning missing 1 game probably kills the Colts' chances because that's 1 key win they can get against Houston. So now the AFC West, we have the Chiefs, who drafted Jonathan Ball and missed the first half of the season because he punched Thomas Jones. They added some offensive line depth. Didn't really, they added Jared Gathier, who was the right tackle for the Ravens. Their defense, they didn't really add anybody, but they definitely improved that defense. Sorry, guys, stuffy nose. Broncos, rebuilding mode. Who knows? They could have a threat, but the way they handle the QB situation, I don't know. They drafted Von Miller, who doesn't really fit that defense. It's more of a 3-4. And so I don't think they win the division. They'll probably be last. Chargers didn't really improve. They added some depth for their defense. They lost Darren Sproles, but they got 3 decent running backs. They'll win the division. And then the Raiders, they'll come 3rd in the division. They added Terrell Pryor, lost Zach Miller, added Kevin Boss. So they didn't really change their team. Their team seems like it got a little bit worse on offense. And so I think Chargers wins it. So we're going to go review that. We got the Bills winning the AFC East. AFC North goes to the Ravens. AFC South is Texans. AFC West is the Chargers. Okay. NFC. NFC East, we have, We have the Redskins. They're rebuilding mode. Their quarterback. They're sucking for luck. So they're not really. They added depth and everything. Veteran receivers. I don't think they get anywhere. No. The Giants. The Giants lost Kevin Boss. They're really questionable at the tight end. Two good running backs. Their defense, they really didn't do anything. The middle linebacker is a question, even though they have Mark. I don't even know how to pronounce this guy. The guy from Boston College that survived cancer. They lost a lot of their corners. I don't think they win the division. I don't think they make the playoffs. Eagles, we all know who they added. They added Awesome Colin Jenkins. They re-signed Vic. They drastically improved their team. Drafted one running back. Traded Kevin Cobb away for DRC. That secondary is going to be beast. I don't think they win a division. I think they do win the division. Cowboys will not win the division. They didn't really add much people. They just, new coach, new system. I don't think they make. I think they're borderline playoffs, but I actually think they don't. They're pretty close to coming to the playoffs, but they don't. NFC North, we had the Bears. Added Brandon Merriweather a couple days ago. Offensive line, they didn't improve. They drafted a right tackle, rookie. You don't know what he's going to do. The Bears don't win that division. There's no way. Packers didn't add nobody new. I think all the people they added was 7 rookies and 3 undrafted rookies. Vikings, rebuilding mode. They added Ponder, McNabb, lost Sidney Rice. They lost their left tackle, Brian McKee. They don't win that division. Lions definitely improved that line. The defensive line is scary. They added some receivers. I'm going to say the Packers win this division, and Lions take the wild card. I didn't say wild card for AFC because I feel that NFC North is really tight. But NFC South, we have the Saints, who added Alberto Franklin. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. They drafted a couple people. Added Darren Sproles. They will be fighting for the playoff spot. Buccaneers, they're maybe third in that division. They didn't really add much. Panthers, second worst team in the league behind the Bengals. They added people. They've got back DeAngelo Williams, Cam Newton. They added and everything. They're not a factor in that division. Falcons added Julio Jones, Ray Edwards. They re-signed the right tackle Tyson Clabo. They win that division. The Saints do not make the playoffs. The Lions outtake the Saints. I feel the Lions are a dangerous team because of how their defensive line is. That run, it's not the Saints has a lot of good people, but they're old. And if the Lions can get decent and stuff, so it's between the Saints and the Lions. AFC West, probably the most improved division. I don't have that much time, so Seahawks, they win the division. That's pretty much it. Seahawks win it. They're not the most improved team in there. It's definitely the Cardinals. The Rams come a close second, but I like the Seahawks defense. I saw I watched them in preseason. So the Seahawks win that division. My Super Bowl prediction is the Falcons versus the Chargers.